You
What?
still ain't changed the letters
What
where
you?
people can see them, making the letters darker.
Yeah, I gotta do that too. But that's not what I was talking about.
Whatever.
A1, move the screen just back so a little bit so Mimi can see the comments. That way, people write in the groups, it'll show up over there, so we know who wrote it.
Oh, yay. I forgot that you set that up now.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Tom.
Hi too.
All right, so I want to thank y'all for tuning in to this week's episode of Hostily Awkward. If this is your first time joining us, I'd like to properly introduce myself. I'm your host and favorite motivational speaker, Mimi So 100, or Cummer Walker if you're nasty. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I like that volume on the buttons today. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's why I said everything got turned up. That's why I'm be complaining like how y'all still can't hear.
You know, I'm actually mad at myself because I meant to
Send me a new button.
Yeah, because I have a story to tell and I needed some buttons. I was gonna do my own buttons for my story. It's like, you know how when you tell a story with
You got to know the
gifs
timing.
and memes and shit, it makes it that much more. Yeah.
Speaking of buttons, I was listening to old episodes.
So as usual, I am joined by my co-host. We got the narcissist pod guy Juan and Mr. Tone Deaf, both of the Deaf Fresh Show. You already know that you are, so don't sit here. Don't debate it. Don't debate it. We're not doing this every week.
I was going to yell free space because that's definitely the free space on the bingo board.
Yeah.
We need to make that bingo board soon.
We have to, figure out what the fuck goes on the bingo board.
Why are you jealous right now, Jacob?
Because he be trying. Niggas want to be down with Death Row, but they can't be down with Death Row.
I know, man.
Snoop on Death Row now.
So, question, because you have that over there, I still got to work it over here for it to show up.
Yeah.
For them to see. All right.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure because I'm like,
I
know that's for us, but
yeah, that's just for us because it say Facebook user, and we all like,
Oh,
who's that?
okay.
hi,
Right.
Jacob. That intro is fire. I love it. I actually be mad when we be in the studio and shit and tell I had the volume down. I'm like, you know what it sound like. So what? It's fire though.
Oh,
I want to hear my shit every time.
Man Cave must ain't got no intro.
So shout out to Tone
They
for
got
that.
two.
Tone actually put that intro together. So go ahead, get
The
him a round of
breakdown,
applause for
which
that.
is now only known as the praise break, doesn't technically have an intro.
Praise break needs some Jesus on it.
I just downloaded the Jesus button too. No, it's not on there. It's on my phone.
Oh.
Let's save that for us.
Jesus.
That's for the Death Fresh Show.
So
But-
how was y'all weekend?
It was actually a really great weekend for me. Like I was starting to say, I was listening to old episodes of the Death Fresh Show when you were the Ghetto Prophet, and I was listening to the episode where you were telling the story
The
about
amount of names y'all have given me throughout the years. Is
the Ghetto
ridiculous.
Prophet is the one that
The
sticks.
Ghetto Prophet, voice of the voiceless. Just, I'm all over the place. I'm
You're
at
the Beyonce of Facebook.
the Beyonce at Facebook. You know what? And what's funny is it's giving Game of Thrones.
I'm
House Targaryen, first of her name, Breaker of Chains, Mother of Dragons type shit.
We're gonna keep adding names.
Yeah,
to
you gonna
your
keep
repertoire.
you gonna get a new name like every year.
I just thought of one too. You're gonna be Whore Hogan.
No,
Yeah, Whore Hogan.
no.
Holly Ho Horgan.
You know, that would actually make for like a fire name for like a Coco, like Coke Hogan. Something like that. But no, Whore Hogan don't work.
Nah,
Well, no, his name was Hulk Hogan.
Like the ultimate Hoyer. That would be better.
No.
that's better.
Hoyer. That's
The ultimate
it took
Hoyer.
Too long.
The ultimate Hoyer.
But it works
It
better
flows.
wordplay
It
wise
flows.
than like Hulk and Hor, like they don't go together. It has to sound somewhat similar.
Yeah.
No, it don't. Because Hulk Hogan was a dirty whore. It was all the same.
Anyway, so I was listening to one of the old episodes, and it was the episode where you were telling the story.
If I was a guy, I
About
think I'd be Booker T Bag.
Yeah.
What was his What was his name when he was in it was G.I. Bro, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that'd be one of my porn names if I was a guy. Like if going WWE theme, it's Booker T Bag.
Booker T Bag is classic.
I hate you. And it was the episode where you were locked in the bathroom with no tissue, and we had the little Lion King sound effect in the background. And I thought about, I was like, dog, if we had buttons back there.
Yeah, because that was that episode was fucked up, but it was funny. Because I really was like, I was stuck in Cole's bathroom for so long with no tissue, y'all. Like, it was
Why you didn't
ridiculous.
just call somebody at the front desk?
It wasn't necessarily who you gonna call, bruh.
I mean, if you call the store, like, hey, I'm kind of, y'all didn't refill the bathroom. I know it's somebody's job to do this shit. Who the fuck didn't do it?
Yes, Jacob, Booker T bag. That would be me.
But it just made me think about the buttons and how if we had what we had now when we started back then, the world would be so much different. The tennis ball episode would have been so much different.
Absolutely.
We'd have real Barbara Walters music. The 2020 thing.
Dog, I would have.
What's good, D? Welcome back. My nigga been in the slammer.
I definitely would have gave Mimi just a chair and her and Nikki in the interview style.
For sure. For Sheezy.
I had a very
Didn't you just move in your house when we did the tennis ball episode?
No, I don't think so.
No, because you were at Bro House when you were doing your questionnaires.
Right, yeah.
When he was at that one apartment.
Because of the feedback, he had to be in the house and I was outside sitting in the car. We couldn't be right next to each other, both on our phones.
Because y'all was at the house actually.
Yeah, that was back in the shitty Blog Talk Radio days. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was dope because people could call in, but just the sound quality of it.
Yeah, that's the only
like that was the very first few episodes of Hostly Awkward, and I'm like, no.
Do you know Blog Talk owns Spreaker, where we house everything at now?
Yeah.
They gave me like the first year for free because of how much we had issues back then.
But as you've probably seen, like the title of this week's episode is Drunk Dialing. I will get into why that is in a second. But I was social yesterday, y'all. I got out the house.
She was outside.
Shout out to Denise Smith. It was her birthday. And she always come through, whether I'm having a pop-up shop or she come through, help with setup. She always make sure that she's taking part in something. So I wanted to make sure that I did at least slide for a birthday. Now I can say that I was there a lot longer than I fucking planned to be.
That's because we had entertainment.
We were hot.
No, it's not either of those. It's because I went in flip-flops and Adidas socks and it was a fucking storm outside. And wet socks is the worst.
Oh, so
wet feet and flip-flops.
It didn't rain when I bounced.
It was pouring. So I didn't want to deal with that shit. Hey, Shani, look at you being on time. Last time she was late. Because we started late and then she still came late. She was late.
Okay. Did I miss anything? Yeah, the whole show.
The whole show, bro. We're done.
We're done.
Yeah, Jacob said Blog Talk was an experience.
Man, I meant to text this today.
She wasn't gonna be woke.
Yeah, man, we proud of you.
Yeah, just wanted to, see if she was alive.
No, bro, she was supposed to go to brunch at 1 and she was still out and down. She's still down.
When you fucked up and the motherfucker looked like, you fucked up.
Right. But no, like I definitely wasn't planning on being there that long, but because of like the amount of downpour, like with the rain while we were there, we were just kind of like stranded. But it wasn't a thing where I wasn't enjoying myself. Like I wasn't doing like I haven't been drinking, but I was high as fuck. And
higher than gas.
I was chill. You know what I'm saying? Like I told one, I said, bro, I can't do this sober. I can't do this. Like we gotta smoke before we go. So I smoked with him. And that mellowed me out a whole hell of a lot.
Great job on that one.
Yeah. And so it got me to being comfortable, even though there was a room full of people that I didn't know. There's a mix. There are, people that I know, people that I used to know, and then people that I just didn't fucking know at all. But I made it through. And I'm very, very proud of myself.
And apparently we got called bullies this morning.
By who?
I know, dog rubbed it in, which it was funny because
I got the text message. When you get that text message from somebody who make $100K a year, guess what you do? You respond.
You ain't just responding, you left.
Because the question was, what time are you getting home? Like, you know what? Right now.
I was sexually assaulted.
What? By a woman?
Yes.
Okay.
It was 4th degree. It was groping.
Who groped you?
Dog. That's a real job.
Yeah. I was arguing with somebody on Facebook about that.
It is.
They told me that groping is not sexual assault unless it's a child. I said no.
No,
If it's
it's
unwanted
involuntary,
contact,
unwanted contact.
and I said it's because people only think that sexual assault is intercourse.
They key on the
you know,
sexual part.
I said no. There are just different degrees to it.
That's because niggas who think that they only watch Law and Order SVU.
No, niggas who think that are ones who probably take it. So
They only watch Law and Order.
You said what? You were social? Yes, man. Yes.
Niggas watch episodes of Law and Order automatically think they cop. Right. They think they know the law.
no, do you know if you grab a woman's waist as you walk past her in the club, that is also considered 4th degree sexual assault?
I remember when the dude first told me about this shit.
Oh yeah, she kept grabbing my titties and like jiggling them and shit. First, she said it was like third party sexual assault, like she was sexually assaulting me on behalf of someone else that couldn't be at the party, so they instructed her to do it for her, and then she just did it on her own because by that time she was just fucked up.
Completely fucked up.
But yeah,
Where we go?
no, and that's crazy, like because people really don't feel like that counts
It counts.
as sexual assault. It definitely does. Okay, you can't just go around touching people's asses and doing all kind of little weird shit and thinking that it don't count. It definitely counts. I feel like this ain't stiff enough.
And that is what she said.
As a man, you would never want to hear that. Hey, this ain't stiff enough. Like, what?
Hey,
Here,
look.
swap with me. Here, swap with me.
Who said she invited it though? I mean, I didn't. I was actually minding my business at the bar.
But you know what's funny, Lily? As long as I've known you, whenever we are in social gatherings, women do just randomly come up to you and engage with your boobage.
We can't. Y'all can't clearly. Yeah, I just don't just be touching people. But outside of that, me getting out of the house for a couple of hours because I think it was what I was there for 4 hours.
It had to be.
I wasn't planning on being there more than
20
2.
minutes.
20 minutes.
No, I didn't come all the way, because I was originally the one giving you the ride home because I knew he lived close to where we was, so he wasn't going to do it. I was trying to make the time out there worth it enough to give you a ride. If that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Because once I dropped you off, I was gonna have to come all the way back up. So I'm like, we go ride this little wave until whatever.
Initially, I didn't think that any of that was gonna happen.
Or just
And
going?
you know what's fucked up? She told me when I walked, like the look on her face, like she was so surprised to see me. I'm like, fuck, I could have stayed home because she didn't expect me to be there.
Right, like this, like when she told us about the situation that was going, I'm like, okay, that's a Saturday. We usually record. And then, so like Mimi, she be trying to go. So it's support, but get the fuck out of Dodge.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, if I ride with Mimi, that'll give her an excuse to leave because then she'll bring me back to the studio because it's by the house. Then me and Tony do the episode, and then we'll go the fuck home. That is what happened in my head. That's not what happened when we got there.
No.
Oh, yeah. When I found out that Mimi was going and you agreed to go with her, I was like, no, we're not going to record tonight. So I'm just going to pop because she had hit me twice asking, was I going to be there after I made her flyer? And I was like, damn, I got to go support the homie.
And I couldn't,
I was like,
I couldn't
when
go
I got-
last year because I was doing OnlyFans shit. And I was all the way out in Menominee Falls and she
Right.
was downtown. And I wasn't finna go all the way down. That was just doing too much considering the kind of night that I had.
All right.
So I made sure.
And
that I made
then
it.
when I
It's
got
fine.
there, like Mimi
Yeah,
said, I
'cause
realized
it's Fresh Falls.
I
get
live
it.
I live 8 blocks away. I'm like, we're not recording tonight. It don't make no
Yeah.
sense.
Because like
We've
I
been off
really
for a month.
didn't have any plans to do much. Because most of you watching, like, you won't be Facebook friends with me. But my daughter has a habit. Parents can relate to this. Your kids don't have cars, transportation, anything, but they make all these fucking plans without asking anything. So Ree made a date to go meet her little girlfriend and they little buddies and shit down there at the art museum.
What?
without any type of communication with us up front whatsoever.
About what
I was
going on.
laying down. I had no intents of fucking moving until it was time to, all right, let me get my ass up, go get, ready, and then go get one so we can head out here. So she ended up waking me up, and she was like, well, can I just pay you, to take me to the whatever? All right, fine. I was still fussing about it, but I know she was trying to bluff me. She didn't think I was going to take the money, and I did.
I definitely think she thought you wasn't gonna take.
Yeah,
the
I
she thought
think,
you was
like,
gonna
it's a
tell her
pic-
to shut up and get in the car.
Yeah, especially because I was still bitching about it. But when we got in the car, before we pulled out the driveway, I was scrolling on my phone and said, where my money at? And the way she, pulled out her little wallet and shit, I knew it was this bitch in her head. I knew it. I'll allow it. But yeah, so I made her give me $10 for waking me up to take her down
It's
to the art
missing one.
museum.
I think it's missing one.
Damn, that was perfect too.
What?
When I had to swap the
Oh,
computer.
this bitch.
He didn't put this bitch.
Because when I had
That's
to,
the main button we need on this show. How dare you?
because when the computer went down and I had to swap the computer, I did not have. It was on the old computer.
So it shall be back next week.
Yeah, it'll be back next week. I know exactly where it is. I just didn't put it on.
So, I drop her off, and then I'm like, you know what? It's the weekend. The art museum closed at like 5:00.
Is this their first date?
Mm-mm.
That's a hell of a date, though. I'm gonna start taking bitches to the art museum.
Yeah. So,
That's actually good for you while you hot. too.
well, they go to the arts, and that's their
right.
thing. So, but she ends up, drop her off, and I'm like, all right, they close at 5.
This is true.
It ain't that, like, I'm not gonna feel like going all the way home, getting comfortable,
Just
then have to come all the way back down here to get, like, I'm not gonna do that. So I went ahead and I tried this restaurant that I wanted to try, Momo Meat.
Wait, say it again.
Momo Meat.
Yo, the first time you said it sounded like you said Momo meat. Freaky ass dude.
But no, like, I've been wanting to go there for a while because I really, really, really been wanting soup dumplings. Now, when I tell you, like, that shit, they were really, really good. But let me tell you about this restaurant, right? And the server. Now, it's just me, party of one, so I don't have a problem sitting at the bar. I prefer to sit at the bar in places where it's just me dining in. I go sit at the bar, tell him what I want, whatever. He asked me, he's like, well, have you ever had him before? No. Okay, well, I'll give you, a quick little tutorial, show you how to whatever. I already knew because I seen the videos and shit. That's what made me want to try them in the first place. Now, for those that are unfamiliar, soup dumplings, they are broth-filled dumplings. They good as fuck. So there's this dumpling dough, and it has pork in it, and there is a broth in there, and they steam the dumpling. So when you take this huge spoon, when you take a chopstick or whatever, and you pierce the dumpling so that the broth runs out into the spoon for you to drink it. Because if you just try to pop that motherfucker in, you go burn the shit out the roof of your mouth. So he was basically showing me the proper way to, like, roll the dumpling into the spoon for me to pierce it and do all of that kind of stuff. Now, problem is, Mr. Butterfingers drops the spoon. Now, when he drops the spoon, it pulls one of these. Give me that microphone, Tone. Now, when he drops the spoon and he's fumbling it, it falls between his arms like this. And he looks at me like this because he's excited that he didn't drop the spoon on the floor. And then he thinks that he is about to proceed to show me how to use this same spoon in order to see. I told you something was up. Yeah. To think that this is the spoon that I'm about to use to sip my dumpling broth out of. Because it didn't hit the floor, he still feels that it's clean. Like it wasn't just all in the crack and crevice of his motherfucking forearms. I'm not gonna put that shit in my mouth. Go get me another fucking spoon. And then he acts surprised that I wanted another fucking spoon.
Did you say it like that?
I,
Like that surprised me too. What the fuck, man?
Like the excitement on dog face when he caught the spoon between his arms like this and it didn't hit the floor. He was like, whoo. Like he was really, really happy. And I'm like,
he's Asian.
I'm like, well, good for you. Can you go in the back and give me another spoon? He was like, oh, I thought it touched the arm, bro. I'm not drinking my broth out of
It
it.
was like raw arm.
Raw arm, not sleeve. And regardless, like, bro, you've been serving everybody and shit. Like, and I don't know, you could be like a forehead sweat wiper and shit. You could be one of these motherfuckers. I don't know what you do with your forearm, bro. Go give me another spoon.
Hey, yo, niggas really do a lot of wild shit with their forearms.
Right. Like niggas be they back, like they do all kind of have you ever really just sat and thought before now how much shit you really do with your forearms? Probably not.
No. Cause I low key, I feel you though. I'm a this kind of nigga. When I be at work and got them rubber ass gloves on and I can't scratch my face or get the sweat or water on me.
Thank you. And I think it was more so like his excitement because he felt like he had really achieved something by not dropping it on the floor.
He did it.
Because he did, but then he picked it up and was like, okay, so.
You should have told him you keep it. Like, that's your spoon. And that's your dumpling.
So, no, but that was the thing. Like, at that point, I thought it was still just a demonstration spoon, but then he tried to hand it back to me.
I mean, if it was just a demonstration spoon, is that a demonstration dumpling then at that point? Because you're not gonna eat that dumpling off that spoon.
But that's like, yeah.
So at that point, that's his.
Yeah, like
you keep it. I need a fresh one.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, everything was amazing. I'll definitely be going back. I just hate because I don't like to drive. I'll drive for food most times, but sometimes I just be tired, man. My body's on a third shift schedule, so it was very, very hard for me to do things throughout the day. I am up all night long, and I usually don't go to bed until sometime after 9 o'clock in the morning. So when most motherfuckers is clocking in for work and doing everything, I'm just now fluffing my fucking pillow and going to bed. And both of the girls is going to school at that point. It's just me and the dog.
I just want niggas in the comments who's like, folk, day naps are fucking amazing.
Yet you love to interrupt mine.
When do I call you in the middle of the day? I gotta be off to
You just did it today. So you don't have to be off. You was at work and called me in the middle of the day while I was taking my nap.
Damn, what time was it when I called? It was like 3 something?
No, I think it was like 5.
Oh, that's evening. That don't count no more.
It does.
Niggas.
The sun was out, bitch. It counts.
No, it
wasn't dark.
Down.
It wasn't dark.
It was.
It wasn't dark.
It got dark like 20 minutes later.
Hey, Juan, check that lower fourth button.
Was you at work at your first shift job?
Lower fourth.
I'm going.
This bitch.
Okay, cool.
Damn, he be on it. Don't tell him what he ain't got.
No, I knew I had it. I just didn't remember I had it with me.
Really? Hey, y'all doing pies, get y'all a producer like mine.
Yeah.
He fix shit in the middle of the show.
So after I had this, amazing experience at this restaurant, decided I'd go back. I'm like, damn, that didn't burn enough time. I still need to find something to do.
You went twice?
No.
Oh.
You didn't go make no content, did you?
No. I actually went to Pato. I went to the casino.
Oh, yeah.
So I go to Pato and I pull in. I always park on the 4th floor because I'm lazy. Like I have to be on the skywalk. That's no matter what day I go, I always have to be on the skywalk. So I go in. I go immediately to the bathroom. Like I had to pee so bad. I go to the bathroom. I come out. I never go to the slots upstairs.
Did you wash your hands?
Always.
Oh, okay.
I'm not one of those. I didn't feel like I had to do a play-by-play. Like I wiped front. I wiped front to
what's
back.
The bathroom?
And
Then
then
laugh like, oh, well,
Yeah.
Did you at least wash your hands while you were there?
But I never play the slots upstairs. People are always asking me, well, what slots can I play? What slots can I play? I mean, I can tell you what slots I play, but maybe y'all just know how to juice like me. I tell you anyway, because I'm not the type of person to gatekeep and feel like it ain't enough money out. Shit, they take enough money from all of us. Take as much as you can if you can. But I never play the slots upstairs.
Can I send you to play for me?
I tried that one time. It don't work.
We'll talk about that. Because people are always asking me that. But I went straight back instead of going downstairs, and I went to the slots upstairs. Now, I love what are called Dragon Link slots. Dragon Link and Lightning Link. But Dragon Link to me just they hit more. Now on these type of slots, they have basically it's like kind of a like what you would consider a collect and win feature. That's the video I should have sent to Tone so he can show them how it works because it's on my Facebook page. But on those, once you hit 6 little circles, it sends you to a bonus. So on these circles, there are prize amounts. It can be one of the jackpot amounts or just random dollar amounts. The higher the bet you have, the higher your prizes are typically. If you are doing a penny bet, you can still hit. I tell y'all all the time, you do not have to play high limit slots or bet a lot in order for you to hit big on penny slots. You can do a max bet of fucking $3 and still hit over $1,000 on penny slots. It's just.
Do you do penny slots?
I only do penny slots. The only time I do higher than penny slots is if it's a specialty slot. I'll do a dollar slot. So it might be like $15, $20 a spin, but that's if it's something like the Price is Right wheel, like those kind of slots.
You definitely gamble like an old person,
or Wheel of Fortune. That's it. But just random slots, I don't.
That one time we was playing blackjack, I was out here. Yeah, I should have left when I was winning.
So the way it works is, it's typical payouts for those that are not used to playing slots. Yep, that's the video. Yep. So for those that are not used to playing slots, when you have like the collect and win kind of things, there are 3 symbols that'll come up. Like you can get them on any reel, and as long as you hit at least 3 of that symbol, then it will give you free spins. But on the collect and win ones, if you get 6 of those little circles with prize amounts in it, then it automatically kicks you to the bonus round. How the bonus round works is it starts you off with 3 spins. In each of those 3 spins, you have a chance for another circle to fill up. There are 15 little slots, 15 squares. Now, the more squares you have, the better, because obviously each square awards you the prize in that square, right? Now, if you fill all 15 of those squares with a prize amount, you automatically hit the grand jackpot. But
what's the grand jackpot?
It depends. It varies by machine. Okay. And the thing about it is there are progressive jackpots. So you have a mini jackpot, a minor jackpot, a major jackpot, and then the grand jackpot. I hit the major jackpot, which was $580 almost.
Okay.
Plus, but the cool thing about it is you don't have to hit a jackpot just once. It can spin, like as long as those circles are going, you have a chance for it to stop wherever. Tono eventually he'll post a video for people to be able to see what I'm talking about. But my page not private.
Well, it's not public.
Let me see. I'll make that one. Make sure that particular post is fully. No, because my thing is set to friends of friends. Okay, I'll make it fully public just to make sure that you can do it.
I feel like my eyes are progressively getting lower.
All right, all done. You're sleepy. All done. All right, yep. So with these, the more you fill up, the better. But the dope thing about it, Jesus, loud. You don't have to play like the full video. I just want them to see how it works. Right, I didn't know it was gonna be that loud. Hold on. Let's see what Kayla said. Found me a penny slot this weekend and sat right there for a while. I'm proud of you.
Trying to find the penny slots.
Shut up.
Where are the penny slots?
All right, so we are going to put the slot on the machine for y'all to view and see how it works real quick.
The slot on the machine.
Put the slot on the machine. We can do that.
No, not you.
Whatever. So if you were watching, you can see how I've been filling up those squares with the prize circles, and each one that it fills up. Now this was like the end of it. So it starts you off with 3 spins, right? For each circle that hits, it restarts you to 3 spins again. So you can keep going until you stop filling up boxes. So the more circles you hit, obviously, the more money you are winning. You see, I got the major jackpot in the corner, and then I got 2 of the mini jackpots. But anything that you hit, you get. But on this particular game, instead of betting a penny, I bet 2 cents. So everything that you see there is going to be doubled now, except for the jackpots. So that $100 up there in the corner, that was $200. That $15, that's $30, and that's how it goes. So I won the jackpot for, what is that? What's that say? 565 something. Yep, and then all of the other prizes that was added up, that totaled $450. And that was only after 4 spins and me sitting down. As soon as I walked in and sat down, I spent like 4 times, and then I got my my bonus. Now the lady next to me, she was betting $30 a spin. When I first sat down, she had like almost $700 worth of credits, and she was betting $30 a spin. And by the time I looked down, she had juiced her. But then when she put in a couple more bucks and spent again, she ended up hitting jackpot and won $1,500. And she said she was on her second jackpot for today. Now, my thing is this.
Oh, we done with this video now?
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
So Kayla said, okay, so you put in $10 or $117. No, I put in 150, but before I used that 150, I had 117 left, and then that's when I hit for what I did.
Word. We should
Jacob
go.
said,
we
I need to play that. Yeah,
should
so
go gambling, Tom.
I try to tell people
what?
how it works.
We should go gambling.
No, the gambling don't work for me. Like, I literally am predestined to lose.
That's cool.
But it's
we could just spend like $100.
people don't have the patience to gamble, and
We
it's
did have
really
fun at
not even that.
Blackjack,
I think it's more like you have to have a set amount of money in your head. Like you,
Yep.
You fuck off money with shoes all the time, right?
This is true.
So if you have a thing, you're like, you know what? Ain't no shoe releases coming out this month. I got an extra $200. I got this $200 that I'm not gonna miss. Instead of, okay, I'm gonna put $5 here, $10 here, like put that full 2 in, because you want to give yourself the maximum amount of spins that you have on that machine. Because the more chances you have to spin, the more chances you have to win. And that's why I usually hit the way I do. Because I don't just put $20 in the machine and then, I lost that $20. I'm finna get up. Like that's honestly what they count on you to do, because at that point you just feed money and walking away.
Right. See,
Yeah, free money.
See, you like a professional. Pot of water me like niggas like me. See, I'll be like, okay, ain't no shit releases. I got this free 200, and I'm gonna just go and play with the 200 and just have fun. If I lose, I lose, and I'm gonna walk away.
Right, but that's the thing. Like, don't play what you were not prepared to lose. But you also have to be able to willing to put something up in order for you to win. Now, you don't have to, like the machine that I play on a regular basis. My max bet is like $3, like because I went a couple days ago. I actually went before I went. I think that was like late. No, that was like 3:30 in the morning on Thursday morning. So Wednesday night, Thursday morning that I went down there, and I went and I hit and I came home. And the machine that I hit on initially, I was only betting $3 a spin, and that was with me doing 2 cents. So even though I was only betting $3 a spin, because I was betting 2 cents instead of 1, every prize that came up on that screen is automatically double.
Profitable.
No, actually, that's not how I hit. I hit because I ended up playing a nickel. So everything was times 5. That's why I won that much. Sorry. Either way, penny machines is where it's at. You don't have to play dollar machines in order for you to hit. Honestly, playing penny machines and just max betting on that shit, you do way better. Because some machines, they allow you to change the denomination. And how it usually goes is you can play 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent, 25 cent, dollar, whatever. I don't really go over 5 because I don't have to. I can, but one thing I want you to know about jackpots: anything $1,200 or more, they collect your information because you have to report that for your taxes. If you end up having, like, the ticket that I printed out was like $1,132.78, right?
Okay.
That's just under $1,200. Now, the jackpot that I won wasn't $1,200, but the total money that I had could have gone over $1,200. If it's not a jackpot that you win for $1,200, they won't fuck with you. So in that case, say I kept going, I didn't hit another jackpot, but maybe I cashed out at like $1,600. What it would do is it would print out a ticket for $1,199, and then it would print the remaining on another ticket. It would break it up so that I wouldn't have to pay taxes on it because I didn't hit a jackpot of $1,200 or more. So that's at least good. So most times when I win, I like it because I don't have to pay taxes on the money that I get. They don't even know it's me. I don't even play with my club card most times because I feel like they track your shit. And I mean, they do. They do track it because they keep a record of it. You can use it for your taxes, for your profit and loss shit, for gambling. And that's how, when you see a lot of people that have like all the hotel discounts and all that kind of shit, is because they play with their card a lot. I just rather not play with my card. Hold on. See what Kayla said. Kayla says, so the more money you put in, the more likely you will win higher. Just trying to understand. Sorry for all the questions. No, ask away. Whatever questions you got.
Ask this heifer whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you want. Like, I'm here to help. Like I said, I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm not trying to gatekeep on no slots. I'm not no motherfucker that's trying to keep shit a secret. Like, man, I don't want nobody winning no money. Knock Pato for everything. Knock they dick in the dirt because they do that shit to us.
Oh my.
You know, I win a lot more than I lose, but I have definitely taken some L's. I've walked out of there cussing myself the fuck out because I've hit and then gambled the shit back because I was bored and didn't want to go home.
That's what I did on my birthday. I was on fire at the blackjack table.
Oh, that white man
With
with
the
teachers
white
game.
man. Oh,
Bro was
trying
putting
to
us on
play
game.
the
He
game.
bought one a drink. Like, fam, he was out here like, I got me a protege. One never came back.
Yeah, so, yes, theoretically, the more money you put in the machine, the better your chances. And the reason for that is you want to give yourself as many chances as possible to spin, because what happens? The more a machine spins, the more likely it's going to what? It's going to pay out, right?
Yeah.
If I go in here and I'm like, okay, well, this is a machine, max bet is $3 a spin. Always max bet. Always max bet. No matter what you put in that machine, always make sure that you max bet. If the max bet on this penny machine is $3 a spin and I pop a fucking 10 in there, I'm giving myself 3 chances to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible because, like I said, when I sat down, I hit in 4. It's possible, but it's not highly likely. Versus if you put $100 in that machine instead of a 10. Also check for the last payout on machines. Now, this is not always an indicator because sometimes people will sit at a machine and be like, I might put a ticket in that had $800 on it, and then I'm sitting here spinning and shit, and I'm like, you know what? I don't really like how this machine play, and I cash out at $750. just because it says cash out whatever amount doesn't necessarily mean that's what was won on that machine. But I do typically try to avoid playing machines that show that they just had a large ticket that cashed out, because usually them machines trying to get back. Like, all right, we just cashed this motherfucker, now we want somebody else that we can make that money back. But if I see a motherfucker that was like cash out 76 cents successful, oh, I'm finna sit the fuck down. That's usually how that works, how I pick my machines.
You're not wrong for that.
Yeah, another big thing is I've said that I download slots on my phone. That's how I figure out how games work, like how the bonus rounds work, how the free games work, and shit like that. If it's worth putting my money in it when I go look for it at the casino.
Free game.
So, huh?
Said free game.
Free game.
That's
People,
cheating.
yeah, that's not cheating.
You damn near counting cards, bro.
That's not counting cards.
How is counting cards cheating?
I don't know.
I've never. That's just common sense. If you play any kind of card game, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I've seen 3 aces already."
I mean, that's how niggas play. That's how we play spades.
Right. That's why I can't understand counting cards is considered cheating.
I was telling Tone last night that I knew how to play spades, but I didn't know. Like, I knew how to play the cards in spades, but I didn't learn how to play spades until I went to prison. When I went to prison, that's when they taught me how to watch the board. At first, it was just, okay, I got this card in my hand. I know this card beats that card. I'm finna put it down. And it's way more technical than that. Like, you have to pay attention to what's already been played on the board, what cards already been out. What's the probability of a motherfucker taking the book because you didn't pay attention? Like, all right, well, I'm finna put this jack down, not knowing that the fucking queen and shit ain't already been played. But if I know that the queen and the king has already been played and I got the jack is not a high card, I can take that. So it's a lot more to it. But yeah, Kayla, don't worry about asking questions. If it's anything that you're confused about or need help with, shit, anybody in the comments, ask what you need to ask. I want everybody to get their money. That's what the fuck I do.
Get paid, young nigga, get paid.
Facts.
Oh, fucking gambling guru.
Facts. And it was hard though, because I had to, like, I was hot. I was hitting, and I'm like, do I want to cash out? Because typically what I would do, and this is what I would recommend anybody to do. I said that my ticket I cashed out at $1132.78. I could pocket that 1,000 and take that 132 to go gamble with and flip it some more until I break even,
right,
with an even amount of thousands of dollars.
You are correct.
That's how I typically gamble. But I was bored and passing time, and that's when I'm most dangerous. When I am gambling with a purpose, like, I want a new wig, I'm finna go in here and win some money. Once I got enough for my wig, I hit it. If I know that I'm trying to go on a trip, once I get the money that I know that I want to spend for my trip, then I hit it. But when I'm gambling just because I'm bored and want to be out the house, so I'm trying to pass time, I'll just keep gambling because I'm not gambling with a purpose. So when I'm not gambling with the purpose, that's when I'll gamble my money back. So I'm proud of myself for not doing that yesterday.
Very proud of you.
Yay, me.
Very
so
good.
Now I have a brand new wig on the way, and I'm going to Vegas. Yay. Thanks, Pato.
Normally I would tell you to don't go be a slut, but you're not going to listen anyway.
April.
The conversation we just had, that's what it is.
I was.
But no, I was because when you go on like the Fare Finder, they give you like that little affordable fare calendar, and you can look for the most affordable times to fly out. And see me, I'm not a party animal, so I don't have to go to Vegas on the weekend because I don't have to run into the niggas trying to club and shit. I don't mind going to Vegas during the middle of the fucking week. I'm just going to eat and relax any fucking way. So I can fly a round trip for less than $300, plug on a room or Airbnb. Very, very, very reasonable trip. So yeah.
Get your shit off.
Got to, man.
Shout out to all the drug dealers in the world.
So going back to my actual weekend. Now I have an ex-boyfriend. Okay. This ex-boyfriend is mutual friends with literally everybody around me. So the fact that I haven't really been anywhere and I've been in the house means like we haven't been around each other. It's no bad blood. We don't see each other like we used to because I don't be out and about like I used to. So I haven't seen him since last year.
Mm.
Shit just jumping off the wall. You know what? That's that Tales from the Hood shit. Remember them fucking dials got to jumping off the paintings and shit in the back?
Yeah, that painting just tipped over. It's okay.
Um,
Kind of like the one on the wall we saw yesterday.
yeah. So, you know, I haven't seen him in a long time. And we definitely haven't been talking or conversing on the phone. Like we're Facebook friends. We hardly even really interact on Facebook every now and then. So when he called me out of the blue on Friday night, it was like late Friday night. I had actually just woke up because remember I told y'all my body's on third shift. I thought that he was calling to purchase some sex products for him and one of his little dips. I ain't like that. I sell to anybody. And I've sold to him before. So because of the time of day, I'm thinking that he's calling because, you know, he wants to make a Cummer's Candy Closet purchase. Which, real quick plug, if you are subscribed to the email list, make sure you check your email because your special exclusive email subscriber deal ends tonight. 11:59. It is a wrap. 25% off for email subscribers only. So if you have not checked your email, go do that now. Make your purchase because the sale ends tonight. So anyway, I answer the phone, and the moment I hear the slur, I'm like, this nigga, here we go.
I want to have intercourse with you. Yeah, intercourse with you.
That was the worst transition because that is not what it is.
Intercourse with you. Like intercourse with you.
Relations.
Like,
Yeah, no, great. That sounds good.
all right, yeah, groovy.
You niggas are really the fucking worst. So anyway,
That's not what that phone call was about.
no, it's not. So he was drunk as fuck, like ridiculously, and he was basically asking, could he stop by the crib just to like sleep it off for like 20 minutes? Knowing him, knowing his history of how fucked up he's been, and just knowing how crazy people are driving on the roads and shit, I'm like, I don't want that on my conscience. Come on. So, doors open. I'm sitting there, and my block is dark. Remind me to cuss the city of Milwaukee Department of Public Works the fuck out, by the way.
Y'all ain't got no street lights.
We don't never got no fucking street lights, but yet they don't have no problem putting shit on my fucking water bill. Channel like, oh shit, but yeah, we'll get to that. So I'll tell the story. Yeah, so it's pitch black.
That's what Shannon is here for real.
It's pitch black on my block. Which is fucked up. Like I live across the street from a park, so you know who knows what kind of shenanigans are going on over there.
Shenanigans.
But you can see the shine of headlights beaming towards the pavilion of the park. He's just sitting out there. So I already know I'm like, I gotta go outside and get this stupid motherfucker. So I get my hoodie and pants and shit, you know, together. Go outside. This nigga's knocked. I mean, head back, mouth open, everything. Window was down, car running, pitch black. This nigga's knocked out asleep. So I did, you know, what any person would do. I'll start slapping the fuck out of him.
Wait a minute.
If you know this person, you understand why that made Juan laugh.
Wait a minute.
You have to know.
The fact that she was like, I did what any normal person would do.
This is why I had to put that disclaimer on it.
I'm not sure that that's what everybody.
If you know this person, you know this is what we've done.
No, Tom. I'm just in general. Like, I don't think that's what everybody does to wake a person up.
No. Just this person.
Right. Him.
That's why I had to put that disclaimer.
Yeah.
Any normal person, you get to slap the shit out of him.
Yeah. So, you know, I reach in the wind. I'm tagging this shit.
Paintbrushing this shit. Yo, Chico.
Slappity slap
And he
slap.
moaning and shit, the fucking
Like-
zombie
like-
shit.
Now the fact that I watched that South Park episode again, Mimi, is extra funny.
So I'm like, all right, I gotta really I gotta get in here and wake him up. So the door is locked, so I have to reach in, unlock the door, and open the door. So,
Did he fall out the car?
huh?
Did he fall out the car?
He didn't fall out the car, but I started slapping him again.
Slap, slap.
And then at this point, I'm shaking because compared to that's a big nigga. He's 6'2", 275, bro. We will get to him being 6'2", 275 in a minute. So eventually he finally, gets up. So I, cut the car off, let the window up and shit, and get him out of the car. Now, I'm concerned because the way that he's, when a motherfucker's drunk, when they stepping, but it's not a step there. So they do this real wide, like they like one of those and shit.
Yeah, this is hilarious.
Mind you, we still next to the car. There's no curb here.
He got a truck?
No,
No.
Oh,
got a car.
I know
Shit, he damn near got to climb out this motherfucker because he big. So we make it. I'm like, bro, if he missed this curb and face plant,
You leaving him there.
I ain't got no choice, bro. I can't lift him.
Like you leave him there. The weather's nice.
Like, bro, best I can do is get Buddy a blanket. And
Don't
maybe, sleep in the car, like the passenger side to make sure don't nobody kill him or nothing. But there's nothing I can do. I can't lift dog.
Call us to come drag him in the house.
Face plant,
The fuck
What
you
you can
mean? What am I
do?
supposed to do?
Juan, if you ever tipped over, you expect us to try to catch you?
I don't want you to try to catch me. If you see me tipping and I'm looking like I'm going to fall, what I need you to do is I need you to grab whatever article of clothing you can grab. And I need you to sit and squat.
So I got
Because if I'm still going to go, at least that's going to lessen the fucking blow of me falling.
So I want
if
you to
you pull it.
So I want you to look at me and look at you, right?
Right?
Now you are falling forward, and I'm grabbing your article of clothing, as you said, to keep you from falling. What have you ever hit the brakes on? No,
you know-
know what?
do you know
You don't ride a bike, so you don't get. So when you are going at a ridiculous amount of speed forward, that momentum, and you suddenly try to slam on the brakes, you know what happens? You fly forward.
Yep.
So
Oh,
if your
yeah.
big ass is tipping forward, and I'm trying to hold you back, I'm gonna flip the fuck over you. I will not.
I don't think
What you only the
Is
best
that
we
kind
can
of like how I flip that
I do
Yes.
a GoFundMe to get you some more fronts, but that's
The
about it
best-
because I'm not going
the
down. with
best we can do for you, Juan, is as you fall forward, try to shoulder block you so you spin and land on your back instead.
I would take that.
Okay.
Just don't let me face.
But I
bro,
just
I'll
feel-
break my glass.
I just feel like physics is gonna twist my ankle, and I'm not willing to
Like
sacrifice
the best
that.
I can do is get a 3-point and knock you that you go that way so you fall on your
But
side.
the best part of but you can't use me in this scenario because even they're drunk, I don't fall.
He don't.
but I'm
I rock like a motherfucker.
He's a weeble wobble.
But I won't fall down.
His center of gravity is actually really good.
Because I always have that
so you
thought.
being that fat is like a buoy.
Because I always have that thought.
You wasn't there the day when he got too drunk where he was sleeping in the bathroom. And I had to guide him to the car.
Because it's like if I fall, who's gonna help me up?
I'm glad that you're self-aware.
And I
None
don't
of us.
I don't know who's gonna help me up, and everybody's gonna laugh. I can't have that on me.
I am glad that you're self-aware.
Bro, we would never let
One thing I do hate is that when we all out, and just because I'm the biggest,
They
don't
always
mean
come
I
to
can carry every fucking body, and it don't mean that I want to carry everybody.
No, I
predisposition.
get it. But I think about a motherfucker falling because it's like perfect example. How fucking strong is Peter Parker? And you see when shit's going over a building and he got his webs, look how much he's struggling. And
Yeah.
that's fucking Spider-Man. That nigga got super strength. And he's struggling with keeping shit from going over. I'm not finna hold you. I'll yell timber.
Now everybody sees it.
But yeah, so we finally get inside of the house. I let him crash on the couch, literally. He crashes on the
When it
couch.
comes crashing
Now,
down,
anybody that knows
it
anything
hurts
about me knows that
inside.
I have a bedroom with a gigantic ass king size bed in there with the most comfortable $600 mattress topper that I haven't slept in probably like 2 years.
You disgust me.
I sleep in my living room. I fully let out my futon, and that's where I sleep. I don't know why I don't sleep in my room. It's just nothing wrong with my room. My bed is the most amazing bed ever. I don't know. I just like to sleep in the living room. So I'm over here on the futon, and because I just woke up, I'm currently up doing my taxes on my laptop. Now this nigga's over here dying slowly. All of a sudden, this nigga starts, and one thing about drunk people is like, I hope we never get to that point of having a zombie apocalypse, because I'm gonna be popping niggas just for being drunk, because everybody sounds like a zombie when they grown and when they drunk. And it's gonna be like, Mimi, why you do that? Bro just had a fifth of Hennessy. Y'all should have told me ahead of time.
First of all, why are you drinking Hennessy during a zombie apocalypse?
That's the most, look.
We should be using that to set the zombies on fire.
Now, I'm not saying that you should be pissy drunk during a zombie apocalypse, but I can understand taking a sip. That's some stressful shit. You got to calm the fuck down. I don't like to go to a goddamn party and got to get high first. So imagine having to fight some zombies. You got to mellow out for some shit like that.
Hey, not to go too far off topic, I got a question. If you are drunk, like you got like liquor heavy in your system, and a vampire sucks your blood, do they get fucked up too?
I doubt it, honestly. I feel like with their system, it probably, you see how Captain America couldn't get drunk because he like burned liquor off too
but
fast?
He's a super soldier though.
I know, but I'm saying they might got some weird shit where like, because they don't have any of that, like they don't really have any blood for there to be like
smell
alcohol
the liquor
content
in the blood, so they just be like, nah. Is that why we don't have too many black vampires?
See, thank you. Kathy gets it. It's a stressful situation. The drink is warranted. Yes. Yes, it is.
It's okay to drink. We saying don't get fucked up. Because when it's time to go, you ain't gonna be ready to go.
But I mean, that actually happened on Walking Dead. Father Gabriel and them was getting twisted.
Yeah. And look what happened to Father Gabriel.
But look how long it been since they had a drink and the situation they was in. So you could not even intend to get drunk during the zombie apocalypse. It's just your liquor tolerance is low, depending on how long it's been.
Can you at least go to the second floor and barricade the door area?
Well, yeah. I ain't saying be stupid, but I get why we have a drink. But anyway, so I'm sitting here, you know, just like this, how I am right now, doing my taxes. And all of a sudden I hear, and then the nigga sitting up like this, like over edge, like sitting up. All of a sudden, I hear, and I look. No, he didn't. Then I look again. I'm like, because it's dark. Like I'm sitting on the futon in the dark. Like black lighting is on TV. I'm with the laptop on my lap, and this nigga is over here. And I'm like, no. Then I throw my laptop and I get up and I see spit on my fucking carpet. And I yell. So like I'm surprised, like nobody in the house heard me yelling. So they was sleep. My mama didn't hear me yelling. Nunu didn't start barking. The kids didn't move. Nobody heard me. And I am cussing him the fuck out and shaking him, telling him to clean this shit up. So I go get some paper towels.
He did.
Throw them up. Throw the paper towels on him and shit and tell him to get up and clean this shit up. And he's still shit sounding like a fucking wounded cow.
Did you paintbrush him again?
Yes. yes. I Sometimes, yes, you got to paintbrush.
I am mad at the joy you get out of hearing about somebody getting paintbrushed.
Because if anybody fucking deserved it at that point, dog.
I just picture Razor Ramon used to slap niggas in the back of the head during the match.
Dog. Now, I think at that point, like I already, this is a problem that me and him have had, like even when we were actually dating, like he annoys me greatly when he drinks. And this is shit like this be why. So it took a minute to kind of like, gather whatever, but it's like it got to a point where it's like there's nothing I could do at this point because he's not functional right now. So me yelling at him ain't gonna do shit because he don't know what the fuck is going on right now. He too fucking big, so I can't drag him and throw him the fuck out my house. I'm not Uncle Phil. Like, that was just a situation I was gonna have to deal with in the morning. So as pissed as I am, get the paper towel, put it over the shit or whatever, and make him wipe up with whatever he got. So I go, get back on the futon. Now, because I had to deal with his punk ass shit, I done got logged out of my tax shit before I got a chance to save what I was working on, the page I was working on. So now I'm mad about this because, it logs you out for security reasons and shit. So now I got to go back in and start all over. All of a sudden, I look up. You know what? I got the perfect thing for this. Do y'all remember? Y'all remember the movie Money Talks?
Yeah, Chris Tucker one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Money Talks. That is, I love this movie, right? And it instantly made me think of this scene because all of a sudden I look up and this nigga entire upper body is naked. I don't even know when the fuck dog took his clothes off. But all of a sudden, and I just look up and I'm like, no, like it really came out of nowhere. And the first thing I thought about was that scene in Money Talks.
When they was in the jail?
When they was in the jail.
Did he grab you like this? Or like this?
Face on love.
That was me.
Yeah, that's a TikTok.
That was me. Man, where your shirt at? Like, and he just sitting there rubbing himself.
Like, oh, y'all, okay.
Like, he drunk and he rocking and he don't got on no shirt. And Ken, he got a dad bod now and shit. And then they were sitting there just, oh, it's cold in here. You just took your fucking clothes off, bro. You are complaining that it's cold in here, but you just took off your hoodie and your t-shirt. Put your fucking clothes on. Why are you naked? There's no reason for you to be naked right now. Literally none.
Yo, you gotta chill.
So then, the big dope passes out again on the couch. And as much as I'm like, I'm so irritated because it's like, y'all know, I always have to have the heat up high because mom's always complaining because she's down there in the basement. But I had actually, I always sleep with the fan on. I figured because he was that drunk, I know when I'm overheated when I'm drunk, it makes me nauseous. So I turned the fan. I had the fan pointed toward the couch before he even came in the house. So he was complaining about how cold he was, which was completely backwards for the fact that you just stripped. So then I look over another time. Now he still has his jeans on. Barely. And by barely, I mean he didn't get up and physically take his pants off. But for some reason, they are now down, cuffed in his knees. And you have on these glittery Savage Fenty drawers. Now, the full-blown drawers weren't glittery. It's just the waistband.
Wait, he had on some sparkle drawers?
Like the little waistband, the little Fenty drawers. It's just, like I said, it's just the waistband. It wasn't the full drawers.
Can't wear Fenty drawers? That nigga got some money.
So,
He said he had some.
but
Oh, man, this shit got me crying.
he started doing the groan again.
Why Wait, what? So he naked and moaning?
Yes.
Man.
So he's naked and moaning. And then he sits up. Now, this time when he sits up, now, mind you, I told you earlier, he is 6'2", 275 pounds. 6 feet, 2 inches, 275 pounds. So imagine a half naked, 6'2", 275-pound nigga on your couch, suddenly sitting up, rubbing his fucking belly, talking about ouchie, 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 ouchie. Just talking about his fucking stomach was hurting.
Did he really say ouchie?
Right hand of God. Right hand of God. I am not exaggerating that. That is not something that I made up for comedic effect. That is not something that I am exaggerating about. That is what literally happened in that moment.
I mean, hey, when shit hurt, shit hurt.
34-year-old, half naked, 6'2", 275-pound man is sitting here rubbing himself, talking about ouchie.
It hurt.
So I get up, I dump the garbage can that's in the bathroom, put a new bag in there, line it with a couple of paper towels because I already know where this is headed. Soon as I put it down, it wasn't even a full fucking 40 seconds. Guess who's picking up the garbage can and calling Earl?
Mr. Ouchie.
That went on for so long. And I was so disgusted. Because it's, I don't like throw up.
Because it'll make you throw up.
But I knew he wasn't going to make it to my bathroom. And I definitely didn't want him throwing up in my kitchen garbage can. And at one point, I was actually concerned because I wasn't going to get up and go look at it. But I'm like, bro, this nigga is throwing up a lot. Is he going to fill it? Like, what? How much did he have to drink at this point? So, night goes on. He goes back to sleep. This nigga moans a lot when he's drunk. And it's very uncomfortable. We no longer date. I don't want to hear that shit. It does. It makes me very uncomfortable.
You just look over it and be like, pause.
Like, no, it's real, just
Throw a pillow at that nigga.
yeah, but so remember when we were playing Taboo and Ken put Denise out,
Yes.
but she didn't leave?
Right.
He pulled one of those. He was like, come here. I said, no, absolutely not. I'm not even like, you lucky you here right now.
He thought you was turned on.
Well, I'll leave. No, so we get up. Like he finna storm out. And guess who the fuck laid back down? It sounded like a good idea in his head.
He still ain't got no shirt on. Though.
We couldn't exactly. No, actually, by this time, he got up. His shirt was still on the arm of the chair. And he went and put his hoodie on, shirtless.
Why you?
So now he's sitting here shirtless with a hoodie on, still talking about he cold, and his shirt is on the edge on the arm of the chair or the couch.
Where's the wife beater in this situation? Who left the house with just a t-shirt?
So it was a very long night, and y'all have been around Ken asleep. Y'all have been around Ken drunken asleep. So you know how Ken snores.
Yeah, yes, we do.
I had to deal with that for several hours. And do you know this motherfucker woke up and told me once again. Now, by this time, I had turned the heat up, even though I didn't want to. And I turned the fan down. I didn't turn it off. I turned the fan down on low, and I pointed it at me. And this nigga's still complaining, talking about he cold and he needed to be warm for him to go to sleep. So what the fuck have you been doing for the last 4 hours?
You wouldn't sleep, I guess.
So I was so tempted to like just go in his wallet and just order some shit. But I waited until he woke up and was, somewhat coherent. And I just made him give me his card and go get his breakfast and shit in the morning. I took pictures. I posted on Facebook of him spitting on my carpet and all this shit. Because what do drunk motherfuckers love to do the next day?
They don't remember it.
Man, I ain't do that shit. Get the fuck out of here. You always gotta have evidence with drunk people because they be so stupid, like they don't realize the stupid shit that they do. They be so fucked up. But yeah, that's how my weekend went. And at this point, I don't give a fuck what dog gotta buy. He can go through the website. I'm not answering my phone late anymore. If ever. As a matter of fact, Tori was teasing me. He was like, well, when y'all got part 2 tonight, because Ken been drinking, and I blocked his number right there at the table. What's the most fucked up experience y'all have with drunk people?
I almost got kicked out the Air Force because of drunk people.
It always boils down to the Air Force, don't it?
Because I don't drink like that now. So I don't have the wild stories. We were at Mardi Gras, and the white boy that was kicking it with us got a little bit too drunk, and he got a little bit too handsy with people at one of the bars at Mardi Gras. So the boys came through swiftly and scooped all of us up and had us down at the station because his drunk ass couldn't behave. So when he realized that 3 of us were sober, they let us go. And they kept the other 2 in detention. But, of course, when the white boy had to go, see those people about his reckless behavior, he threw us under the table and had us all in there. So we all almost got kicked out. That's about the wildest for me. What about you, Juan? With drunk buddies? We have a lot of drunk buddies that we hang out with right now.
The wildest experience that I've ever had with a drunk person.
It was Monte when it's somehow reason his pants was down by his ankle.
Nah, it wasn't that. It's always Ken.
It is always. Ooh!
The one experience, the nigga wasn't even really drunk.
I was going to bring
He
up
pretended to
be drunk at my house.
And I don't
Bro,
give a fuck what I'm doing. I'm never letting Monte meet hook of a fucking hand. Slap the shit. Nah. I don't care what kind of pussy's on the line.
Bro,
I don't care. I'm not letting Monte slap me across the face. And then the second
whose idea was that? Was that his to play dead until everybody was asleep?
He played dead and then almost died. Because Monte definitely gave him a concussion.
Hey, I gotta give him credit because he did not flinch and got up after that or nothing.
I'd have had that one tear like Denzel. Because dog, he slapped him hard and then his head bounced off.
I got that video somewhere too because I brung it up the other day. He's like, bitch.
And then your baby, his head bounced off the baby toy. I was like, what the fuck, fam? And then the second time is when the alcoholic wanted to physically assault the diva. Can we use those names?
The alcoholic and the diva.
Yeah, the alcoholic and the diva.
Yeah, those stories are known.
Yeah, he definitely was gonna beat up the diva. I kind of was here for it.
Yeah, because at that point in time, you couldn't get in the restaurant anyway.
Right. We can't eat. I done lost out on a girl I was trying to mac on, whoop his ass. At this point, beat shit out of folk. Some gotta happen.
Yeah,
I've gotten so drunk I went to sleep in a parking lot.
I've had so many
sleep in the bathroom
experiences. Guy I was fucking with was so drunk he threw up in my bed.
That's
nasty.
That's a hell of a wet spot.
Precisely, and it was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, that scent was in your room for a while, wasn't it?
Because it seeps through.
You had to flip the mattress.
Vomit smelled like ass and antacid.
Stomach ulcers and bad Hennessy.
But yeah, that was like one of the, because again, y'all know how squeamish I am, and I don't fuck with vomit and shit.
So he had to be drunk and had to clean it up because you damn sure wasn't cleaning
absolutely.
it up.
Absolutely. Shit, he might see this. We Facebook friends, but he threw up in my fucking bed, and when I say I was so mad and disgusted and just, it was fucking awful.
Like he threw up in his sleep?
Yeah, I guess so. At that point, I wish I would have rather he choked on it. I deal with a corpse before I deal with vomit. Fuck it. or I don't know if it was one of them things like how Ken woke. I don't know if like nigga, did you think you would sleep on the curb? What the fuck would just make you wake up and spit on the fucking floor?
He probably didn't even realize where he was. Oh, they keep calling me.
But yeah, I don't know if that's what it was. You know, like he didn't realize that he was laying in the bed or what. But that was fucking disgusting. I have dealt with falling asleep naked in people's driveways. Me and my ex, we had went out to a bar and we was drinking so much and we pulled up on the block and it was like I don't even know who driveway we was in. And we was like ass naked in the back seat getting to it, but we was so drunk that we ended up falling asleep. And when we woke up that next day, like it was summertime, so it was like super hot in the car. His nuts was stuck to the seat. That was back when I had the Explorer with them leather seats. And I'm like, I was so happy that didn't nobody call the fucking police on us because that was ridiculous. But yeah, I think the absolute worst was like with Ken waking up, spitting on my floor, and dude throwing up in my bed. Like the throw up in the bed is obviously topping Ken because I was like there, like rolled in it type shit. So I was fucking.
You rolled in it?
That's how I knew he threw up in the
They
bed.
were in the bed.
I felt it.
Ew.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and order these.
He had to sit up and do it because it wasn't like at the top by the pillow.
Maybe he was trying to get out the bed and it just came
Hey,
out
imagine a motherfucker spooning with you.
and then just hurled on you.
I'll be so fucking pissed.
The
Yeah,
relationship
shit
is over.
Just, you being a little spoon and this vomit
I mean,
just
there's some-
rolling down your fucking
There's
neck.
some. I actually I saw, and that was kind of fucked up. I saw a couple of weeks ago. It was a video of a girl. Her friends kept like giving her shot, and they started early. Like they showed what time it was, and then by the end of it, like she was damn near dead at the table. Remember Mia Del Greco?
Yes.
That was her. They was like physically like trying to hold her head up and shit for the video. And then by the end of it, she was laid out with shit like all like that greenish shit, like when a breastfed baby, like that yellow mustard shit.
It was grass fed.
Yeah, it was that yellow mustard shit all over the like. So she shit on her shit, but and they posted it. I'm like, y'all are terrible people. I would never do that.
Horrible friends.
But yeah, I don't.
Yeah, how
Hold
you
on, I
shit
gotta go
on
back to the
yourself?
comments.
Though?
You have no when you that drunk, bro. You ain't got no control over your body, bro.
Where the fuck is the damn thing at? I can't get
So
it.
okay, here's
What are you looking for?
I got it. It was tripping.
Trippy Red on the tracks.
All right. Kayla said, my ex peed in a laundry basket thinking it was the bathroom. Another dude passed out in my hallway. I left him to the morning because who the fuck was about to pick him up? That's all I'm saying. I'm not picking motherfuckers
What kind
up
of
when you fall
men
out.
you be dealing with? You need men that hold their liquor.
Hey, didn't I think Rabbi dealt with that before.
Yeah, she talked
From my
about
beloved buddy.
somebody who that fan
Pissed
peed in
in
the
her.
corner.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it's not a bathroom. Get out of here.
Did she say that?
I don't
You know her voice get high. Get out of here. Like I could hear her saying it. I could definitely hear her saying it.
Hey, get out of here,
Yeah.
I did. It was great seeing Ravi yesterday.
Had the fucking hiccups. It was nice seeing everybody.
man.
Almost
Tussle.
almost everybody.
Aw.
Sorry, I got the hiccups. See Rabbi watching. Yep, she said yes. Slapped him. Rabbi don't never watch, so that was perfect timing, bro. Rabbi don't never be here, so that was perfect
So
fucking
what?
timing for her to
This
see
answers
that.
your question. The normal, appropriate thing to do with a drunk person is slap them.
She probably here because you know they like the group chat everything like Tori and them. Because I clearly posted the story of what happened on the feed, so they could have done that, but instead they was screenshotting and talking in the group and shit. So I know that's how you know people adding extra shit into it because they could have just commented and made all the jokes on the post. but instead they made them privately. That's how I know some bullshit said.
America.
Look at that. I was scrolling while watching Twitch and heard Ravi. See, there you go.
Who you
It
watching
was
on
your
Twitch?
destiny. What the fuck is Twitch? I've
It's-
heard of it.
It's like the video game YouTube. It's
Okay.
where all the video game streamers go to live stream.
Got it. Oh, that makes sense from who I've seen discuss it then. I always see that Domo dude.
Damo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Domo or Damo?
Damo. His name Dominique.
I don't be knowing, man.
That's cool. Shout out to Stephanie
Which one?
Garden.
She came through last night too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
She's a really good cook,
Who?
Stephanie. Cookies are amazing.
Okay. Now, Juan, I know he wanted to he didn't say when he wanted to talk about it, but the fact that we were discussing like me being at this party earlier, and I really feel like it's a discussion that I want to be a part of. I'm gonna kind of hijack it because there's a possibility that I won't be there for Death Fresh Show. But Juan wants to talk about the concept of birthday parties. And he was so pissed at this birthday party. He was so passionate about it.
Because it be some shit that be going on at birthday parties. You like, all right, bro, that's some sick shit.
All right, we here now.
You fucking coordinates their own goddamn happy birthday.
I was there. So I felt like that was my contribution. I was not singing happy birthday. Like me overcoming anxiety to even be in attendance was a lot. But you want me to sit here and hold a microphone in front of people that I do not know to sing to you.
I was like, bro,
No.
You know what? How do you supposed to start the happy birthday? Is that supposed to be somebody else's job?
I thought that it was just motherfuckers saying,
Because
hey.
I honestly thought we had already took care of that because the cake was cut already. It was cut.
like, see,
And-
I don't know.
And Monte wasn't there to pre-cut it because we know that bitch pre-cut my housewarming. I'm still mad about that. How you
We
gonna come in somebody's house?
we noticed.
Cut their own fucking cake. Man.
How
You know what else we need? We need Miss. Oh, when he be like, "You bitch," we need that.
You bitch, you. How you come to somebody else's house and cut their cake? We yes, like the concept of birthday parties is a little narcissistic. But I'm a narcissist, so I guess I'll let that slide. But it's
I'm
still,
just saying. Explain your theory.
it's still.
Yeah, we just want to know.
I just like imagine throwing a party and like telling everybody to come and then nobody shows up. Like, how would that make you feel?
But we've dealt with that several times.
I just like
Yeah,
Not us, but like
That's-
we've been there and be like, "Damn, bro, you supposed to be popular. Why ain't nobody here?"
that's what happens whenever I like invite people to my birthday because it falls between so many goddamn parties.
I don't
That's why I stopped having parties.
I don't want to ever have a birthday party because I couldn't imagine like thinking that people fuck with me because they be like, I fuck with you and you think you cool, then you invite them to your birthday party and they'll come. I would feel sometimes like you can't be my friend no more after that.
True.
Like I can't by law talk to you ever again if I invite you to my birthday party and then you don't come.
See, the way Juan feels about birthday parties is how I feel about birthday dinners. And the thing with this is, it's like, okay, it's your birthday.
It's all the same.
You want us to come and celebrate, which is cool. But the thing that makes birthday dinner so annoying to me is almost always, like 9 times out of 10, you fuck with people that I don't fuck with. I'm here for you. I've never been a person where like, I know the long, running joke with niggas is, well, who all over there? I want to know who's there so I'll know like what kind of energy I need to bring or like if I need to be head on a swivel type shit, but not because it's like, well, I'm not coming. If it's something where I feel like it will get out of hand just because of how they are and I don't want to ruin your day, then yeah, I may just skip it and be like, all right, well, I'll do something with you later. But if it's just like some little petty shit and the bitch just gonna be rolling her eyes all night, I don't give a fuck about that. I can ignore you. I ignore my kids all day and I actually love them, so I don't give a fuck about ignoring you.
Birthday dinners are really fucking interpersonal.
But it's
How
the
so?
fact that, perfect example. Look at our group, okay? Remember there was a time where there was like group within group.
It's
So you got
still like that.
not really because it's like we're
Depending
pretty
on-
much excommunicated. We're not even really a part of anybody else's
But it
group. We just-
depends
it's
on
just us.
it depends on the person. Because like Monte has groups within groups within groups. because of how his
Monte
friend
is the
structure.
group. I don't even separate him anymore. But like last night, while at Denise's party, you will have DPC, you have FME,
Right.
then you have mutual parties, right?
Right.
Now, while this is not the example, because I honestly, like I said, I didn't plan on being there that long, so I wouldn't have mind putting in on whatever. But the UFC thing, right?
Right.
Just imagine that was like a birthday dinner instead. Now we're here for Denise, but I'm supposed to put in money to pay for other people that I don't even fuck with to enjoy. That's how I feel about birthday dinners. Like if all of us were to go out to eat, motherfuckers feel like we're not supposed to separate the bill and pay for what we got. Like we just supposed to all split it evenly. Like I don't fuck with these people like that to pay for them. Now, anybody in this room, you already know when something needs to be paid for, we don't bitch about it. We pay for it, and then if a motherfucker do some shit later, then it's be like, all right, well I got you because you pay for it. Like that's how we are.
Right.
But we don't expect that shit for people outside of this fucking room because we know that our relationship with them, the dynamics are not the same. So I wouldn't expect y'all to come to my birthday dinner and split shit with, let's just say me and Yellow Dude was actually dating. All right. And he's there. Now, I really wouldn't have to worry. Well, no, I can't use him, for example.
Right, because one
as
gonna
much
fade
as-
him off top.
No, because as much of a shitty person, like we get into our shit, I wouldn't have to worry about that because he's paying whatever anyway. Right. Oh, we'll use this example like before Ken and Ma squash their differences. I know that these two niggas didn't fuck with each other at this time or whatever, but now I want everybody to go in harmony. Like, that's just, I don't know. I don't like that. Your people ain't always my people, which is fine. We don't have to always have the same people.
Right.
I'm here for love and respect for you because I wanted to be here to celebrate your day with you. I don't give a fuck about nobody else at this table. Now, if I were to say, all right, well, Juan, it's your birthday or whatever, like, I don't like Lexi. I'll pay for your dinner because it's your birthday, but other than that, I'm only paying for my shit. I'm not splitting shit else. Fuck these people. That's different.
Damn. Well, in 2022, that bitch gonna be hungry because she can't eat at my table.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, people always make it seem like that is a broke attitude. And it's like, no. And even if it was a broke attitude because somebody didn't have it, I'm never finna shame somebody for not having it that still made their way to come spend my day with me. If you know, like, damn, man, Mimi birthday dinner this weekend, but I really don't get paid until next week. So I'm gonna have to, scale back. Usually I get 2 baskets, tenders and fries and shit. This week I'm only get 1 or whatever. Now here we come talking about some, all right, bro, well, the bill, whatever, we just finna split it down the middle, expecting you to pay $100 on the bill when you only had you scaled your own shit back.
I wish a motherfucker would. I don't know any of these people at this table, fam.
And it's like, well, I don't kick it with whatever. And I'm like, you never know somebody's financial situation. So for you to be like, you can't be friends with people that's going through rough times financially, like you're the piece of shit, not them. And I stand on that.
Who said
Who said that?
A lot of people will say that. Like, well, I don't kick it with people that gotta split the bill and do this and do that. Like, shit can happen to anybody. Trust me.
How do you know?
I have been all the way up top and I've been all the way on the bottom and I'm doing okay now. Like I've been up, I've been down, I've been through all of that shit. I've never held when I've struggled. I've never did any of that.
Do they know that sometimes people split the bills for tax purposes? Because if I'm paying stuff with my business card, I want all my tax credits for it. So I don't want to add you niggas onto my bill.
Kayla says, yep, and I don't mix friends. Everyone didn't get invited to NOLA. I know better. And that's the thing. And it's like, in those situations, like if I know that everybody doesn't get along,
we don't jam like
but I get along with everybody, like I get it, like how Monte feels like used to feel, I don't know what he do now. We used to feel like, he wanted everybody to get along and kind of jam with each other. But it's like in those kind of situations where it's like a group trip, I don't know how I would handle that. Because if I fuck with everybody equally, I'm not going to feel right excluding you from something just because I know that you got to beef with this person. Because then I feel like I am picking that person over you. Okay, well, I invited Juan, but I didn't invite Tone because I know they got beef. Then if Tone feels some kind of way, he honestly got a right to.
I feel like
Because I would feel like that. Like if you know that me and another one of your friends got beef and you feel like, all right, well, I'm gonna invite them, but I ain't gonna invite Mimi. Then I'll be like, all right, well, maybe these motherfuckers be having some little sidebars about me kind of shit. Maybe that's what it is. Versus just inviting me and letting me be an adult about my shit. So I don't know.
some people don't know how to be an adult.
They don't.
Yeah,
So-
a lot of
I
people.
know
so,
this.
A lot of
so
people
in
don't know how to
that
be adult.
case, in that scenario, even though they would be mad, was like you don't know how to act, so I have to make the decision for whomever I choose to make that decision for.
Right.
So maybe that week I felt like being around bro over being around you. So I'm
Now,
like,
in those cases, I will agree with it. Like if you decline inviting the one that you know is like the petty one.
right, like I know you can't get your shit together.
Cause I mean, I did that, and that's why Monte girl felt some kind of way, like, and we was fam, like, because I'm like, dog, like everybody here gets along. She's the only one that has an issue with somebody, and we know that she's not gonna keep her mouth shut, and she's going to be aggressive about it. So no, I didn't want her to go to the Dells that year. Did that mean I didn't love her? No. Did that mean that I had a beef with her? No. It was because I knew for her, she couldn't let shit go, and it would have been a constant issue no matter what we did, and it would suck the fun out of it. So in those cases, yes. But if it's just a thing where it's like, well, I know they don't get along, so I'm just gonna take this one. In those cases, I feel like it's kind of bogus. But if you know that one over the other is going to be the petty one and just always starting shit, then in that case, yes, I feel like you have a right to protect your peace and your trip.
All right, gotta make decisions for other people sometimes. So I don't always make the right decisions.
Kayla said, "You're not choosing people over one another. You were choosing your peace." That's what I just said in my last sentence.
Choosing your
As far as like, it depends though. Like I said, if it's the petty one that like is like they have to say something slick, they gotta be antagonistic, like shit like that, fine. But if it's just, well, I know they don't get along and there's a potential for them to get into it, so I'm gonna go with this one.
They should fight.
What?
You should fight for the spot in the front yard. I go get you hoes some boxing gloves. If you feel like you whoop ass, whoop ass.
But I mean, that's like me.
If
Like,
you whoop ass, you can go.
I have gone to birthday parties with people that I don't like, that I knew would be there. Y'all don't got shit to do. As long as you don't come in my personal space fucking with me, I don't give a fuck about you being here. So for people to know that that's the type of person that I am, and I don't be on that, for me to be excluded because they're like, oh, well, I'm not going to invite Mimi because I know such and such here. In those cases, yes, I would feel like you picking sides and I need to kind of side eye you, and maybe y'all be having some shit going on the side about me because you already know that I'm not finna be the type of motherfucker that's going to be there arguing and shit. So you know that if some shit pops off, they would be the one that started it. And for you to know that they would be the one that would have to start with me, but that's the one that you chose to invite, yeah, I'm going to feel some kind of way.
Stop inviting me to birthdays. I'm out. I'm out completely.
No, you're not, nigga. Because first of all, if Mimi say we doing something for her birthday, guess where you gonna be at?
She better decide something, motherfucker. June gets here really, really
I
fast.
asked you what you comfortable with because you a big nigga and I want to go somewhere that's hot.
Yeah, she said she want to leave.
I just said we went to Georgia in the middle of July, and I did not die.
We also didn't leave the house either.
Yeah, but when we did, I was pretty fucking cool outside
We didn't leave the house.
and pretty fucking.
You also drove to Georgia. I'm hopping planes. I'm not towing. I don't do
Georgia.
cross country road trips.
Georgia.
Well, whatever.
So
it
that's
was.
also a difference. You need to
You
decide
know we
if you
only drove
gonna
because
fly.
he didn't want to do planes.
But that's what I'm saying.
'Cause he
And
was
I'm
worried
not
about
driving.
being double charged.
I'm doing a plane. So when we do something for my
Pick
birthday,
somewhere to
Go!
go.
Stop slapping my damn table. This is not some ass
Yes,
this
like,
is not Ken.
you,
cheek.
y'all focus on the wrong fucking shit. Damn.
Where you going, Mimi?
Right. Tell me where you want to go, and then we'll make sure that we can fly a plane and get a fucking first class seat.
I really want to go to New Orleans, bro.
Nolans.
I do. Cause
You'll love it.
I like to eat. I love food, nigga. So I have a question. Now,
no.
have y'all ever realized like how freaky nature really
That's
is?
why I said no. Because I do.
Yes, I have.
No, like when you scroll on Facebook and shit, and all of a sudden, like you see like gorillas be like they be getting to it, and you know, like the whole primate shit, like they really be knocking shit, like they be they be doing 69s, they be in all kind of little shit. Gorillas is freaky as fuck. And then it was a lion. He just went and just put his balls on the lion's forehead and shit in front of the kids and started like fucking her face. And then the guy, he grabbed his son and walked him away like,
intercourse with you. Yeah.
Girl.
Intercourse with you.
Relation.
Intercourse with you.
Nah, nigga, you need to hit that Pornhub button. You need to hit that Pornhub button. That's basically what Animal Planet is now.
I'm at the point where I feel like some of these animals need an OnlyFans. Like the skill level of some of these animals is fucking ridiculous.
That's because they be watching their owners.
So Tone is gonna put a video on the screen of a very talented cow. A boy got suspended for playing that on the drums at school in the band. So
Bro was taking milk into a whole new level.
So for those that are confused about what's on your screen right now, this is a dog face fucking a baby calf. Okay. And apparently she wants some more. And he like, it's too sensitive, bitch, move. That's how niggas really do us though. But how do you get to the point of those two animals even being in the vicinity? Like,
So
there's so much to unpack in this video.
So we're clearly
like cows don't have a gag reflex, bro.
I mean, so we clearly were on a farm. That's the only way I can see a pit bull and a fucking cow being together.
They definitely on the farm.
If that even was a pit bull, I'm sorry. It could have been a fucking Labrador or some shit. I don't fucking know dogs. Looks like a pit bull to me.
Cows don't have a gag reflex?
I guess fucking not.
Like,
I mean, they chew grass, regurgitate it, and then eat it. I would assume you don't. That's how nature works. Do you see how
that cow is more talented than 90% of the Milwaukee bitches with OnlyFans here?
Hey, that's
now I'm not saying that as shade and to knock anybody. I'm just telling you based off of niggas that I know that subscribe on a regular basis. I'm amazed and weirded out at the same time because it's like it's not even the same animal. Like I said, I'm used to seeing this shit from gorillas because gorillas be getting to it. They don't be giving up fuck. And lions, they just come and like she just be chilling in the sun and dog just come up with the big old balls dragging and mount her.
How sick is the nigga that stood there with his phone out though?
Maybe this cow has been doing this all day. And he finally just recorded it.
Or maybe it was like they caught it and tried to. That's like if I told y'all something and then I was like, man, stop bullshitting. And then the next time I was like, bro, I got to show these niggas.
Or maybe they were recording something else. And you know how like something in the background catches your attention? And he went over there and this is what this cow was doing.
And it was vigorous too.
I hate that word.
Like that was like a ghetto gagger's face fuck. That wasn't like a normal pace yourself. I'm real like.
You ever seen a cow tongue?
Damn, you right. But see, that was a baby cow. Like that was a cat. That's why I'm like,
that motherfucker still might be humongous. Pause. Every week we come in here and not only
it's always gonna be.
It's always some weird shit.
It's always good. If I gotta see it, y'all gotta see it. That's where we at now.
No.
If I gotta see it, y'all gotta see it.
I don't want to see it.
No, too late. So, like, one of the last things that we had talked about tonight, I see everybody's panties are in a bunch over the Keith Stanfield's recent photo shoot.
Was he wearing panties?
I don't think
he wasn't wearing panties.
Just the legs, the socks.
he was,
The
you know, he was in some hosiery.
Some poison.
And a lot of guys had a problem with that photo. Now, my thing is, it's what they're saying, and it's the whole, you know, oh well, there's an assault on black men and their sexuality and blah 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 blah. And it's like, maybe it's just me because I was born in the year 1984, but I grew up seeing niggas like Prince.
He had his whole
Okay.
ass cheeks out.
I feel like
We had Dennis fucking Rodman
He married himself in a wedding dress.
with a wig on, a blonde one, and it
it's-
was straighter than most bitches' hair now.
Sad.
and still go out there and get you 30 fucking rebounds. In the
Big
game.
facts.
And that's the and I think that's my thing. Like Dennis Rodman is in the top of so many niggas' conversations. They act like that doesn't even exist, but it did. We all know it did, and it didn't change how niggas see him for basketball. Now niggas might be mad at him now because he was wearing the MAGA hat and talking that bullshit, but they're not mad at him about that fucking wedding dress and all that shit that he used to do back then. They still feel like he's what, Tom?
Trail ass nigga.
It's not what I was going for, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Hey,
reading.
Dennis Rodman got to he got to be a wrestler and a basketball player in like the same fucking week. He forever goated.
that, and then it's
And then
like,
he was
look
bagging
at all the
one
white
MTV
bitches that he
chick.
was bagging.
Right, he was bagging them MV.
Oh, he's definitely goat. He fucked Carmen Electra.
Yeah, that's who I was
in
thinking
the
of.
prime when everybody wanted to fuck Carmen Electra. He is a goat.
Out in
So you
public.
look at all of the
I
women
think
that
he
he
had
had.
Madonna too.
I was just
Women
gonna
that
say,
Prince
didn't he fuck
had.
Madonna?
Think
And
he had
then it's
Madonna,
like
too.
most niggas, and I say this all the time, most of you niggas were conceived to music from a group of niggas
wearing
wearing-
see-through shirts.
see-through shirts and heels
Hey, y'all mama was getting Jay to Shalimar
and sequins.
and the Revolution. Yo,
Like you had a nigga in a Macho Man Randy
Atlantic
Savage
Star.
jacket, high heels, and a mesh top, singing the panties off of hoes, including
put-
your mamas,
I
because your
put-
daddy fucked her, and that's
fuck
how you got
you.
here.
Bro, full force. The big buff niggas who whoop kids' ass
In half tops,
in every fucking movie was
they
making
was
love
shred,
songs.
they was
in
shred
half
niggas in crop tops, bro.
When I found out that them niggas was singing,
R&B.
I was just like, this is a mind fuck. It gotta be. They beating the shit out of kid.
Dog,
every movie.
And the size of your jeans too. I'm like, this what you do? What y'all doing?
bro. And
Why you got so many guys? Like y'all out here in Jerry curls, overalls with no shirts.
Early
Y'all probably-
80s.
You're probably not
Late
wearing
70s,
drawers.
early 80s was a wild time, my guy.
Oh,
and
man.
I guess that's why I don't understand why everybody acts like this shit is brand new.
Because niggas be forgetting about
You had a big black buff ass nigga named Wedge terrorizing niggas in class act in a crop top.
crop top.
Now, I didn't see the context of why he did the photo. I just saw the photo. So, like, was it for something?
It's
or-
for a
It's
magazine
I just
spread.
said it was a photo shoot. It was a magazine shoot.
Oh,
It was
so
one of
he-
the, it was one
they
of the
was-
upscale
So they
magazines.
just asked him, it was like, would you mind putting this on? He was like, yeah, I can get this off. I'll jazz it up a little bit.
Probably because
That-
it was a lot more photos. Like I didn't see every like the
Look, it doesn't take away from anything he does. I think he's the dope actor.
He's great, one of the greatest actors out.
And
right
And the
now.
funny part about it is, with me defending this, is I actually don't like him. I don't know what it is. It's nothing. I just
Is it because he takes the shady roles and play him too well?
it might be
I like LaKeith Stanfield.
like
Oh.
I'm not saying I don't like him as an actor, and I think maybe I like him as an actor too much to the point where that hate has transferred in real life, and I haven't separated it yet.
That's why you still hate Marlon?
Fuck dog.
Because he shot Tupac in Above the Rim?
I think that's where it started.
Hey, it makes sense.
It's just it's unresolved issues.
I mean, for a long time,
So
everybody
until
hated
he
Lawrence
like until
Fishburne.
he formally apologized for that shit, is beef, is smoke. Whenever I see dog, now give
Yeah.
a fuck about
Like,
none of that
there's,
shit.
for real, there's a
Hey.
lot of people who still hate Lawrence Fishburne.
That is on my list of things in life I need to happen. If we ever get famous, Marlon Wayans has to formally apologize for shooting Tupac
Yes.
on Above the Rim. It has to happen. That's like top 5 things in life. You're like,
Look,
It
due
just-
to the
it
fact,
should- it should be a thing.
due to the fact that I got to get out of here in a minute, and Mimi is right here, I will hold my comments about that situation to an episode of Death Fresh Show.
Okay, so it seems to be it was another photo, and to me he just dressed like a nigga in the Victorian era.
That's all. That's literally what the whole photo shoot looked like. People keep forgetting that our presidents used to wear heels and wigs and
I
shit
mean,
like that.
He looked like little nigga, little femme, little nigga.
Does he just look like a nigga?
I thought about
mean-
I thought about La Femme Nikita when I saw it.
He looked like he part of the community, because sexuality is a spectrum. But when they said it's for a magazine photo shoot, I was like, oh,
I thought,
magazines be on this kind of shit, so it's cool. I don't give a fuck.
I thought about the intro to Silk Stockings that used to come on after Raw
Shut up.
back in the day. Don't.
Shut up, dog.
Well, anyway, we don't want to go over our 2-hour mark because then that prevents us from doing our replays. Plus, I'm like really, really hungry and I got to try to sneak and get some food without my family knowing. So, if you were unable to tune in for the full live, make sure you get the replay. If Tone plays it on time, it will be tomorrow. If I have to scold him after the fact, then it'll be Tuesday. Or you can just listen to the audio on your favorite streaming platforms, including Apple Music. See, I always have to say this slow.
All right, Apple Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Audible. Those are the only ones you need to care about.
No. It wasn't that. It was the
Deezer.
fact that my store platform is run through Shopify.
I know.
So I always have to catch myself to not say
Say
Shopify
Shopify,
and
just-
make sure that I say
Hold
Spotify.
on now.
Can we
TDR
put this on Shopify?
No, hold on. Wait a minute. TDR gear is coming out soon, and it will be on Shopify.
So
Hold that note. Hold that note.
Yep. But again, make sure that
We gonna
if you
send it
are
down.
an email subscriber, you go ahead and check your email for your special 25% off code. I did an exclusive sale this weekend only for email subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, you want to make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to our email list at www.comerscandycloset.com so that you can stay in the know for all of our new products, restocks, and special sales like this one. Until next time, we gotta go.
We gotta go. I don't know why it won't go.